What up, guys? What is happening? Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can. Can I do this? I don't know how to do this. I gotta remove from screen. No, I gotta figure out how to do this. Oh, I figured it out. All right, I am in the bottom corner. What up, guys? Yo, cornbread. What is happening? I appreciate you stopping by on one of my random live videos. Now, I know you're asking why is Dante on the screen? Because typically it's a picture of the awesome character, the best character in gaming history, Dante from Devil May Cry. But well, howdy, what's happening? Janez, Kaiser, uh, sentient. I don't know who you are, but hey, welcome to the chat. I appreciate you stopping by, all of you guys. Because I wanted you guys to see my facial reaction. I know it's dark because I am a very dark human being. It is what it is. That's never gonna change. You feel me? But you're gonna see whatever you guys can see in regard to my facial reaction to this video. Now, this is a video from Clownfish TV. They are, honestly, I do enjoy their content. They try to be as less biased as a lot of other YouTubers. Even the ones I do follow, they seem to be one of the fewer guys who are just kind of like just chill. You know, they kind of just go with the flow, and they try to be as you know, critical around the board. Everyone gets criticized. Doesn't matter who you are. It is what it is. I am just your average guillotine. Oh well, bruh. I appreciate you stopping by, Chad, Steve. Um, yeah. But guys, I saw this video. I actually know what I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I saw parts of this video. I'd say I went into the 6 minute mark, and I'm just like, this is big news. I was gonna figure out. All right, I'm gonna cover this on my own. But I think they did a great job covering Mama Bear. What's happening? I appreciate you stopping by as always. You are awesome, Mama Bear. If you haven't followed Mama Bear, make sure you do me a favor and follow her to the 3 people who are here. Okay? But for real, thank you, Mama Bear, for showing up. You're awesome. But yeah. I saw this video. I was just like, instead of me making my own video, because from what I could gather from Clownfish TV's video, it was pretty much on point. I didn't see much of an issue with what they had to say. And we all know right now, currently, that gaming journalism is shite. Okay, not all of them. Let's be honest. Let's be fair. Let's be fair here. A lot of gaming journalism is bad, but they're not all bad. There are a few who you could guys, we all can go as gamers to go get info from, right? So credit where credit is due, especially in a very progressive day and age where everything has to be sugar coated with some kind of progressive messaging behind it. So to those who are standing firm and doing the damn thing, we appreciate y'all. But majority of them, I'm talking about The Verge, Polygon, The Gamer, Kotaku, IGN sometimes, horrid. And that's just the ones I do know of, let alone the guys I am not aware of. Journalism is a better word. Okay. I would call them activists in my videos. I call them gaming activists because what they are. They don't care for the most part about the game, completing it, cheat codes, and secrets like how they used to do it back in the day. Now all they care about is the secret progressive messaging behind each and every video game. Like, is there a good amount of representation? Is there a decent amount of LGBTQ, POC representation? Now, don't get my words twisted. I know y'all gonna do that. I'm not against it. I'm not against the LGBTQ representation. I think it's fine. POC, obviously, I think that's fine. I'm obviously Nigerian, so that's fine. But I don't think that should be the core thing about any product, or because if you're gonna center its thing around just that, it kind of gets weird. Like it seems like it's being forced, and a lot of these gaming activists, that's all they care about. I meant to say journalism is yes. Let me put that up there. Yes, I agree. So this video from Clownfish TV says a lot, and we're gonna look at it, and I think they're factual, that as factual. So let's get to work. I always say that. Let's get to work. Let's see what they have to say. Y'all ready? Oh, fair use, Clownfish. And by the way, I am a huge fan. If you ever see this video, I am not against. Listen, obviously, we all don't agree with everything you have to say, sure. But yes, I do agree. Hoping that you guys don't, come at me for this video. But either way, let's keep it going.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
So I've got some bad news for Kotaku, Polygon, and The Gamer. All those gaming websites that fancy themselves as real journalists, doing a real journalism and making a difference in the video game industry. They didn't make the cut. They didn't make the list of the 7 best gaming news sites and game review sites on the internet, according to Make Use Of, which is a tech blog that has been around for a very long time. And this list was compiled by the editor-in-chief.
Yes.
Bruh, the editor-in-chief had to come down off his throne to say, you know what? Today I'm putting some work. I'm going to write an article and let y'all know exactly how I feel. And wait till you hear what was said. It is freaking phenomenal.
Of Make Use Of.
So you're not even worth mentioning.
You're not even worth mentioning. So we're going to talk about this. This comes days after the editor-in-chief of Kotaku was fired. And we'll go out to this hard drive parody
Oh, it was actually pretty funny.
article.
I was like, this has to be a joke. It is.
Parody.
Joke.
It is a joke.
It's a joke.
Talking about how they're currently interviewing her replacement, and it's probably a chat bot. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture. Come on, you can do it. You can kick some ass. You want to kick some ass? All right, chew some bubble gum afterwards.
No, I just want to kick.
Kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Duke Nukem.
Yes.
All right, so this is coming from Make Use Of. It was a couple days ago, but I thought it was funny. I'm like, oh, geez, I can't wait to see what the list consists of, and none of those sites are on this list. They got shut out.
Yeah, it's funny.
So this site does have a lot of authority because it's been around for a long time.
Yeah,
and
sure.
it's highly trafficked. So Google is probably going to reference this when pulling up recommendations for gaming journalism. The 7 best gaming news sites and game review sites, according to Make Use Of. We picked the best game review sites and video game news sites on the internet to help with this, to help you find the best one. Whether you want to check out a game's quality before buying it or just want to browse the latest gaming headlines, one of these great gaming websites will serve you, right?
Wait, what was that comment? Neon and Geeky do better journalism than anyone from the mainstream sites. Facts, P Money, and thank you for stopping by. Big old facts. I agree. A lot of these game journalism, and I'm going to show you guys in a second, because I've been covering gaming topics for a while. And when I first started YouTubing, I was just like, I'm going to go to the more popular sites like, the Gamer, Polygon, and stuff like that. And then when I went to those sites, I was like, why is this? Where is the gaming knowledge? I don't care about your progressive takes on what's going on in the gaming industry. What is it about the game that I need to know that I can share with everyone else? And every so often they'll drop a few gems, but yeah, it was just getting annoying.
A word on mainstream gaming sites. This is funny. Video game journalism has gone through a lot of problems in the past decade.
Oh, you don't say.
It's called Gamergate. We'll spare specific details here. Gamergate.
Yeah.
But suffice to say that several well-known video game websites have suffered major breaches of ethics. Gamergate.
Yeah.
Collusion, undisclosed financial ties, and cronyism. This is coming from Make Use Of. Again, this is a middle-of-the-road tech blog. It's been around a very long time. It's very well trafficked. and they're basically saying, yeah, Gamergate was right. They're basically saying Gamergate's right.
Wow, who would have guessed?
So we're going to leave those websites off of this list. Additionally, for many gaming sites, the focus has shifted away from reviewing games based primarily on their gameplay and quality. Now some sites emphasize social and political issues above all else, or even have authors who treat some articles like their personal blog.
No.
Bruh, do you know, I'm gonna show y'all an example of that. Can I do that? You know what, we'll watch the video and then I'll show examples of this, because this is true. Absolutely true. I have articles from The Gamer, from Polygon, that don't talk about the gaming aspects of the of whatever it is, right? It's like, what kind of representation can I find within this game? Like, has queer representation. Redfall has POC representation. Like, okay, obviously we can see it. If you play Redfall, you can see there's POCs in there. You don't gotta tell us that there's representation. We can see it on the fucking screen. Shut up and talk about cheat codes, how to beat dungeons, how to get weaponry. You know, the best build for each weapon or character. Stick to that. And that's why no one watches, no one reads these articles from The Gamer, because they're full of shite. They suck. Don't come and lecture me about crap. I don't care about your personal opinions in that regard. Let's be real.
Oh,
What?
you don't say.
Other gaming sites have branched out to cover other forms of entertainment like movies, TV, and music to the detriment of their gaming coverage. We encourage you to research these issues and draw your own conclusions about whether you want to follow such mainstream gaming sites.
Ooh,
This is coming from the
fired.
editor-in-chief of Make Use Of. Whatever sites you do choose to read, it's important you pay attention to the writers you're reading, not just the site. There really isn't a best game review site for everyone, since quality differs among the authors at various sites. That actually is true. You can go out to clownfishtv.com. We have a couple of folks out there covering video games. Number one is Destructoid, which I kind of agree with. I didn't even know Destructoid was still around. But Destructoid, to the best of my knowledge, it kind of branched out into having its, like, you can start your own blog on Destructoid and you can talk about games there, you can review games there, but it's not aggregated, I guess, with the rest of the reviews. But it's not just a gaming news site. They
You know
publish
what? That's a good point. I do. Sorry, guys, excuse me. I'm feeling a little off these past couple of days, but yes, I do remember that P Money. When ANN and others label Clownfish alt-right. Now, if you listen to Clownfish TV without being easily triggered, you can tell that they're not remotely alt-right. I would honestly say Clownfish TV is like center. Now, Neon I think he has different takes compared to Geeky Sparkles. I think Geeky Sparkles is more center, maybe toward the left, while Neon is more centered, maybe a tiny bit towards the right, but they're still very much like in the middle in regards to their politics, especially when in regards to like nerdy geek culture, anime, manga, gaming, movies, and stuff like that, right? Not their personal politics on whether they're, Republican or Democrat. No, I don't care about that. I'm talking about in entertainment. They're like center, and I think they try to be as unbiased as possible. And they do a great job compared to a lot of other YouTubers. I'm not going to mention any names to avoid any kind of beef and stuff like that. But I'm sure y'all can agree that Neon and Geeky are really good. They deliver a lot of great entertainment, a lot of good news and stuff like that. I love their channel. They're the ones I do listen to more often than a lot of other YouTubers.
Reviews of console and PC games as well as mobile games. Its reviews are straightforward, just reviews, right? No politics, and you can read the scoring system here. Games Radar Plus. Now, this one I'm on the fence about because they bought the rest of Newsarama, which was basically the comic book equivalent of Polygon or Kotaku, and they kind of rolled the comics coverage into that site, but it's a very, very small part of that website. But their gaming coverage seems pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
It does. They don't review the volume of games many other sites do. The site's latest batch of reviews include a few big name games, but mostly hardware reviews. Game Informer's another one. Metacritic, you can actually get a bead on what users think, right?
Yeah, and everybody comes that one and Rotten Tomatoes. Everybody's like, they're not real.
They're not real. Nintendo Life is actually pretty. I go to Nintendo Life often if you're a Nintendo fan. GameSpot, which is weird. They had a bunch of layoffs too, but they're not as bad as Kotaku or Polygon. There are
Yes, I agree. Geeky is left center of Neon, right center. Neon is definitely anti-censorship, though. That's great. As we all should be. And I stand by this because there are people who are very much pro-censorship in our space, anime, manga, and gaming, right? I'm like, listen, you may be fine with censorship now until something you like is censored, and then you'd want us to be on your side. It happens every single time. All the time. They're pro-censorship when it comes to fan service, panty shots, city jiggle physics and stuff like that. And like, oh, we gotta censor it because, how dare you? But then when something they like is censored, it's like, where are all the anti-censorship people? We're here. We're just laughing at you because you guys are pro-censorship.
occasional quirks with reviews, like the writer mentioning they didn't play through the entire game.
Yeah. Happens often.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to review this game, but I only played like an hour of it. Because of this, it's nice to see a summary of what the reviewer played at the bottom of the article. Overall, it's a quality resource. Okay, Christ-centered gamer.
And I feel there's some kind of like thing with that one. Okay, we all do reviews. I do reviews on stuff I haven't watched before, but I'm not these guys are professionals. They're supposed to be game journalists. I'm talking about the Kotakus of the world, the IGNs, the Verges, the Polygons, the gamers, and the hosts of these motherfuckers, right? Their job is to obviously review these titles, okay? How are you going to go and say, oh, well, I'm going to review Doom 2016. Yeah, I played the first board, but I didn't beat the game, but I'm going to do a full review of the game. How in God's name does that even freaking work? How? It makes no freaking sense. You can't review a game as a game journalist or anime and manga journalist if you haven't gone through the material. That is what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that one threw me. I was like, wow, okay.
With the above discussion of bias in games media, you might think a site with an obvious predisposition is an odd choice to include, but Christ-centered Gamer has received praise for its clear reviews from people concerned about the ethics of mainstream game sites. Unlike sites that let author biases influence their ranking of a game's quality, this site separates its reviews into two scores. One scores the game technically on its gameplay, controls, and other qualities. The other is the morality of the game. The morality.
It's really hard to quantify the morality of a game.
It is. So that's interesting, though, that Christ-centered Gamer makes the list of the top 7 gaming sites according to Make Use Of, but no Kotaku, no Polygon, no Gamer.
That's funny.
But this,
you got to think about how embarrassing it is for a gaming website such as Kotaku and a host of them, right? To get beat out by a site called Christ whatever. I'm sorry. Deadass, if I was the editor-in-chief, CEO, CFO of whatever these companies are, and I lost to something like that, I'd be like, all right, I think it's time to reevaluate what's going on within the company because this is embarrassing. Let's keep it a stack. It's embarrassing as hell. Like you lost with like something that's called Christ whatever. It's embarrassing. I'll start firing people left, right, front, and center. Dead ass.
This I thought was pretty funny. Again, speaking of Kotaku, we did a video on this a couple days ago that they fired their editor-in-chief, and probably because of breach of ethics, because of the fact that on her watch, the company got blacklisted by Nintendo.
Sure did.
Which is unthinkable for a video game news site.
Word, you are a gaming news site, and you got blacklisted by Nintendo. Like, the big 3. What are you good for if you get blacklisted by the big 3? You can't review games. You don't get early access to games. You if there was ever a gaming convention like E3 or KatsuCon or whatever, and Nintendo was there and they knew you worked for Kotaku, they're not going to want to work with you. They're not going to want to work with you. You know? So what are you good for if you're a gaming journalist website, gaming activist website, and you can't even get early access to stuff like games for Nintendo? Because you just can't shut your freaking mouth. And you gotta go full on progressive. Which is, if you are progressive in the chat, that's fine. If you're progressive and you're gonna eventually hear this video, that's fine. But we gotta admit, there needs to be a limitation to how progressive you are or how far right you are, because eventually you're gonna turn people off. You want people to join your side, not ridicule you. Just saying.
According to Hard Drive, this is a parody, by the way. Hard Drive.
This is funny.
Geo begins interviewing for new Kotaku editor-in-chief. Geo Media announced today it's beginning interviews for the new AI editor-in-chief of Kotaku, following the departure of Patricia Hernandez. Although we're sad to see Patricia go, we think this is the beginning of a new frontier for video games journalism. We're so excited to see all the cool AI technology that's going to replace her, they said. A lot of people think video game journalism is all about playing video games and giving them a number or whatever, but no, it's actually a lot deeper than that. You can also list out all the Star Wars video games.
Me answer your question real quick. What did they do to piss them off? I made a bunch of videos in regards to what Kotaku did, but the summary is this. They made an article that was essentially encouraging people to basically download a Zelda game and a Metroid game for free. It was like trying to tell people what to do and stuff like that, and to emulate games and stuff like that. Which, by the way, if you're an individual who's not in the gaming and journalism space, sure, you don't give a shite, right? But if you work for a reputable gaming page such as Kotaku, well, reputable, right? Whatever. You guys know what I mean, right? You can't tell people to, hey, go download games for free. Let me show you how to download or hack or emulate these games for free on the eve of the release of a new game. And now it just doesn't work. Yeah, you can't do that, you know? And then, of course, if you go to the Kotaku article, if you find now, it has been heavily edited. So you're going to have to find the original article, the OG article in which they were trying to say, hey, do this, do that. And Nintendo was just like, oh, so you about that life, huh? You want to tell people to get our product for free? I see you. No problem. No problem. You go ahead, Kotaku, say less. And then they blacklisted Kotaku. And then something else happened after that. I forgot what it was. Where it was like a writer from Kotaku was making some really, like I made some bad jokes in my life, but that was pretty bad. It was some jokes in regards to unaliving Japanese people because they felt some kind of way due to the blacklist. And a Kotaku head writer was making some horrible tweets in regards to how he felt about the blacklist, and that didn't make things better for Kotaku. No. It made it 10 times worse. Yeah. Because not only were we obviously upset about this, but Nintendo was just like, yeah, if you thought you were blacklisted temporarily, you're going to be blacklisted for freaking life. I mean, that's what I would do if I was Nintendo, because screw Kotaku. Screw Kotaku, screw IGN, screw Polygon, screw The Verge, screw The Gamer, and whatever I miss, screw them too. Screw them too.
An order or some shit like that, and apparently a bunch of suckers click on it, giving us free money. That's the future I see for this wonderful site and profession. And I think a lot of people, the dumb morons, I imagine, read this
it's already there.
It's already there. Go to any Valnet
Sorry.
site. I know there's no Valnet sites.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Valnet. Interestingly enough, they keep taking over everything. I'm sure they're paying a lot of money to make sure that they get bumped to the top.
They're just like, we don't care. We don't care if you love it. We don't care whatever. As long as you click, right? We get paid. One of the applicants for the job, a young startup chatbot named ChatVGN, said was excited for the opportunity. As an AI chatbot, I cannot truly approximate human joy or excitement, but I will try my best to answer your questions. I have always loved Kotaku. I've been scraping its articles for my entire lifespan, about 9 hours. It would be such an honor to be at its helm. I have so many ideas for this site that I think people are going to love. Imagine how profitable our company could be if we could publish 10 articles every second, automatically generating the text and images and posting them in social media. If humans like reading articles as much as I like predicting the next word in a sentence, I think they're going to eat all these up. Would you like to generate another response? As of press time, no human writers at Kotaku had comments, likely the result of the fact that we did not ask them for one. Ouch!
Yeah.
Everybody hates Kotaku. They hate Polygon. They hate the gamer.
Yes.
It's become painfully obvious that those websites effectively led to the decline of video game journalism.
Yes. I've been saying this for how... Jesus Christ. We've been saying this for how freaking long now? For real. How long have you been saying this? It's like... it's like, come on. Come on. It is clear as day that what we got? It's Treason. That I'd agree. We got Blaine, Escape. Thank you for joining. Remember when we thought robots would take over the grunt work, and now robots are taking over the arts? Yeah. But I honestly do agree with a lot of what Clownfish, Neon, and Geeky had to say, and I'm gonna show you an example as to what they're talking about here, because actually let me show you guys real quick, because here are some. Here's an example of an article, like legit, like what they're talking about. Remember this? This is a real article from Polygon, legit, right? The Legend of Zelda is a gay icon, and Zelda fans know it. This is a article from a nerd and geek culture website that talks a lot about gaming. Why do I care? I'm sure most people, when they come to Polygon, they don't care about gay Link supposedly being a gay icon, which we've discussed and debunked on this channel as well. It's not true. It's not true. It's been debunked, but somehow to this very day, 2023, Polygon, I think even Kotaku and The Gamer covered something similar, because I feel as though they just mooch off of each other because of lack of creativity. I don't know. Who knows, right? But it's not true. He's not gay. He's never been gay. Okay? And that's just an example of what they're trying to force feed us in regards to nerd and geek culture. I got some more to show you guys. And this is why people don't take these people seriously anymore. Like, I got you. Here's a recent one. Came out August 9th, 2023. Maggie Robertson on how Lady Demetrius, whatever, became a queer icon. She is unapologetically herself, knows her worth, and demands to be treated with respect. Okay, you are literally a website called The Gamer. Why the fuck? No. Let's keep it a stack here. Why the fuck do I care about this? What the fuck does anyone care about this? Do you guys care about this news? Does anyone care if she is supposed to be a queer icon? You're supposed to be a gaming website. I go to you to see more gaming updates, gaming news, gaming conventions, cheat codes, and stuff like that. That is as far as your use goes. I don't care from you if Lady whatever is a queer icon. I mean, Link. Well, excuse me, princess. of course, it's exactly P Money. If you know me for a while, bro, you know that I've been covering multiple articles from Jade King. I've covered, I can't even count at this point how many articles I've covered from Jade King. She has so many bad takes. Let's not even mention how much she hates fan service, especially if it's like heterosexual fan service. You know, she cannot stand it. However, Jade King has been going ham about her obsession about nudity and spicy content in regards to Baldur's Gate 3, though. Oh, yeah. She sure as hell loves that. But when it comes to fan service and anime, panty shots, titty jiggle physics and stuff like that, Jade loses her everlasting freaking mind about that stuff. It's just obviously, it's like, what? It's just, bruh. I have one more. I'll show you another article from, I believe it's The Gamer. All right, we got this one. Missing the control point. How Overwatch's queer representation has improved over time. Blizzard's shooter has grown more inclusive and accepting of its queer characters and themes. Now, why am I bringing all these articles up from Polygon to The Gamer? This basically is exactly what was said in the video from Clownfish TV. They hit the nail on the head. The article was right. This is why people don't go to these people anymore, because they're crazy. When you play Overwatch, and I played Overwatch like crazy, my concern wasn't how much queer or POC representation there was in the game. Which, by the way, don't take it out of context. I am perfectly fine with queer representation in POC. But that should not be the forefront of the freaking game or the article. Yes, if you want to have a multitude of LGBTQ characters and they can all have a 20, 50-man gangbang, sure, whatever. That's fine. I don't give a shit. I don't think anyone cares about that stuff. You do you. Have your gangbang. However, as a gaming journalist, activist website, why is that the primary concern? We don't care. Most of us, with common sense, do not fucking care. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. You know what I mean? You're gonna have the rare few, the youngins who care about that kind of stuff, but most of us who've been playing games for a while and watching anime forever, yeah, we don't care. Yeah, I don't care. If the gamer could write a list of how much anime has progressed in making POC characters, I'd be like, okay, cool. I don't care. I literally do not give a shite. What do y'all think about this? Let me. Am I tripping? I don't know. I don't think I am, but let me know. This is going to the topic of the day: the degradation of modern day gaming journalism. It's going to hell in a handbasket real quick. I don't think anything is going to save it unless you're one of those sites who have been true to sticking to the gaming content stuff. You guys, obviously, they will have a better chance of surviving. But anybody else? Oh, what's up, Anime Agent Productions? Appreciate you for stopping by. We're talking about the degradation of current gaming activism and journalism, and let's finish off what was being said by Clownfish.
And I think pop culture journalism in general, I think that they were artificially propped up. They brought in their activist friends to write articles, and again, they treated these blogs like they treated these websites, these news sites, as their personal blogs.
I say, yeah, they did.
Freudian slip there, right?
They did. I mean, we talked about it many times. Like, they all just got into a warm seat. They built nothing, but they, decided that since they have a platform, they're going to take their megaphone and just, destroy everything.
And they did. And congratulations, video game journalism is at an all-time low. Most people don't trust. Most gamers don't trust any of these websites, any of them now, even the ones that are good. They're reluctant to trust because
that's it. Because everybody gets lumped in.
Absolutely. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. This is the future for a lot of these journalists because what you're producing can be replicated easily by a chatbot. So we're going to wrap this up.
Yep.
Facts.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
So yeah, that was the video from Clownfish TV. And I gotta agree with everything they said. And this is the end times for a lot of these gaming activists, journalists, websites. We don't need them anymore. Stuff like The Gamer and stuff like that, they can kick rocks. They are obsolete. Like, completely obsolete. We don't need them anymore. You feel me? If they all were to be gone by tomorrow, I don't think any of us would give a shite. And they did it to themselves. You know, you go to their article. If you go to The Gamer, right, I guarantee a lot of their articles are like about how progressive video games have become. I don't care. I don't think anyone in the chat or anyone at all, for the most part, cares about this stuff. No one cares. You know? And this is how it's gonna, guys, I guarantee it's gonna take a little bit, it's gonna take some time. It may take a while. I get it. But I do believe this is how it's going to start. It's going to start with this, and eventually sites like Kotaku, sites like The Gamer, and whatever, they're gonna start either firing people, you know, laying people off, getting rid of them because they're not getting a lot of traction. They're not getting a lot of like people to view their website, and they're gonna start getting rid of them. And I can't wait for that day to happen. People who want to know if they will play a game, go to video reviews. At this point, yeah, I agree. At this point, people who want to know how to play a game, they don't even go like to gaming websites like The Gamer or Kotaku. They go straight to YouTube and they type in Exoprimal game, like gaming, you know, game secrets, how unlockables in Gotham Knights, unlockables in Baldur's Gate. They go to the reviews on YouTube and then they get the info straight from YouTube and they can watch it, you know? And I'm sure the people who wouldn't mind reviewing it, like reading it off a website, but people are just getting sick of being told how queer or how progressive things are. It's just so fucking annoying. It's funny the left has become the prudes the Christians were, except the Christians condemn all forms of perversion and lust. What was it? The devil knows scripture. P.S. Not religious. I hear you, Kaiser. I agree. The progressive movement now has become so preachy to the point that even people who were on the left are just moving away. I'm not saying they're going to the right. I mean, some might go to the right. Sure, that's fine. But a lot of them just left and say, you know what, I'm going to stay center. Because the left has abandoned its people. You know, because they went too far left. And if you don't agree with every single thing that the left pushes, you're considered a bigot. You're considered a racist, or xenophobic, misogynistic, or whatever. It's getting annoying. And God forbid, if you, as a gamer, you don't care about how progressive a game is, you're automatically condemned and considered a bigot as well. We know it's true. Like if someone said, oh, well, Jade King wrote an article about how progressive Zelda is and Link is a queer icon. And I said, okay, I don't give a shite about that. I would automatically be considered a bigot. Why does it matter? I'm playing the game. You know, I'm playing the game. Why does it fucking matter? It's such a the bias is just too obvious. It is plain. It is clear as day. The investment capital that they needed to stay alive is all gone. It is. It is. Their whole shtick is dying. It's not gonna last long. They're not getting as much views from people because when they hear stuff like The Gamer and so on people become turned off to these websites and they don't even freaking care anymore. You know, just like Blaine said, which he said very well. What up, Chaos? Um, People would rather go to some YouTube channel, right, and watch a review about how to unlock stuff in games and stuff like this. Is stuff, by the way, that Kotaku and them should be doing. They should be leading the charge on having YouTube channels, beating games, and teaching us how to unlock stuff within game. But no, they'd rather spend their time telling you how you are not progressive enough if you don't like queer Link, if you don't like queer Bayonetta, if you don't like queer Velma. You know, it's like, bro, that I didn't come to you to be lectured. When we play games and watch anime, read manga, read comics, the goal is to escape the annoyingness of reality, right? We want to escape reality as best we can. And then we go to you and you force us back into reality by calling us bigots for not liking stuff that you guys like. It's true. I agree. The thing about a lot of older game journalism, depending on where you go, is that they weren't afraid to talk about like fan service. I remember reading some articles about King of Fighters, what was the other game? Killer Instinct and Street Fighter, and what's that volleyball game? Well, oh wait, Dead or Alive. Well, it's a volleyball game / fighter game, and they would praise the fan service. They would praise the jiggle physics and how, you know, voluptuous the bodies were of the women in the game. Like, they weren't afraid to do that. They were like, listen, the game is hot. Girls are hot. Guys love to see hot stuff on the screen. Put that stuff in a magazine and ship it out there, and I would buy it. You know, back in the days, if you're like as old as I am, I'm 35 years old. And we would go out to these stores and we would buy magazines because these magazines were not afraid to talk about how sexy these women were. And even the guys, they would put a guy on the front page and it's like, yeah, look at these ripped muscles and six-pack abs. And girls would fiend over that stuff. They would go like, yeah, no. They'd write fanfics about these guys from games. You know, that's how it used to be back in the day. Did they all do it? No, not all of them. But some of them were not afraid to go and do that kind of stuff. Now, if you were to even dare or even to think about making a magazine where you want to show off, by the way, not real people, you wanted to talk about how sexy fictional women were, you'd get canceled. Immediately get canceled. Immediately, you're done. Dunzo. Every movement on the planet will come for you. Yeah, you're right. Times have changed, bro. You're right. And this all goes back to what we were saying in the video from Clownfish TV and stuff like that. This is the ending of gaming journalism. It's over. They're not going to last long. It's only a matter of time. After seeing this list of the top 7 or 8 websites, and none of them made the list, Polygon, Kotaku, The Gamer, The Verge, whatever, they didn't make the list. You know we're in the end game. We're in the end times of these motherfuckers, and they're gonna get canceled. Not canceled by cancel, but like they're gonna get like dunzo. And it says, to be frank, I used to think these current journalists, I used to like these game journalists. I regret everything. I mean, you know what? I didn't mind them at first, and then I started to realize, like, damn, all they talk about is how progressive things are, like how studios have become progressive at covering out women, you know, like, you know, making sure they're not revealing wearing like sexy clothes, and that's all they talk about. And then it went full crazy, talking about all kinds of representation and this and this and that, and it felt as though we were getting preached at. We're in a day and age that we're all being tired of being preached at. Stop preaching at me. We don't care. We don't care. It's over. Like, it's donezo. Stop preaching at us. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think Clownfish TV is right. I'm hoping to God eventually, sooner than later, that this will be the end of useless game activists, and the good ones will be here for the long haul. And we should definitely be supporting the good ones. And by the way, if you're not subscribed, do me a favor and subscribe to your boy. Follow me on Twitter. I appreciate you guys tuning in to a rather late live, but be expecting that. So do me a favor, guys. If you're not hit the notification bell, hit the notification bell. That way, when I post videos and I post like stuff in the community tab, you guys will see it. And I say I'm gonna go live, you guys will know when I'm gonna go live. So just hit the notification bell. That way, you guys know. All right, Dante's gonna go live. We're about to hit some heavy topics today. All right. I'm gonna try and go live as much as possible from here on out, because obviously it's just a great way to talk to you guys. And I typically like to hit heavy topics when I go live. They can do like the small stuff on like smaller videos, but if I go live, we're talking about the good stuff. And I'll put your guys' comments on the screen so we can discuss it as well. My last live last week was actually pretty damn cool. You guys were engaged. You guys were getting involved in the comments in the comment section. You know, doing the damn thing. And I appreciate you guys getting involved in the comment section and being respectful to each other and commenting and conversating and whatnot. You guys are freaking awesome. Seriously. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you guys so much for supporting your boy. But yeah, for real though, hit that notification bell. That way you guys notify when I go live and when I post videos. Because this right here, we're going to do more of these from now on. Okay? But thank you guys for commenting, for stopping by, for chilling with me on a Monday. I know it's Monday. A lot of y'all going to go to work and do some adulting and whatnot. But I appreciate y'all making time for your boy. You guys are awesome. Stay tuned for the next video. And thank you. Thank you for stopping by. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Later.